I'll start.
We are live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Real Time Wisdom Show. We hope that you have found us on either LinkedIn or YouTube, since Facebook is, I don't know, in a mood, in a snit, in a little bit of, has a little bit of grapes going on, a little attitude, right? So it's good to be back. I have been really fighting this unbelievable sinus infection, and I feel like I'm just starting to get better. So it's good to be back with you, Lainey. But you've had some incredible guests on, and you've done a great job carrying the Real Time Wisdom Show forward for us. But now, we have some things going on as usual in the Food Healing Oracle deck kingdom community, and a class that's coming up, and an event on April 9th, which we'll get into that a little bit later when we make our announcements. But for tonight, we're just going to see if we can bring up some hope for people, right? Because even in those days that are darkest and we can't find any hope within ourselves, we have to think back to the time where we were feeling hopeful, because this is what I know as a healer. Whatever we are feeling inside of ourselves as individuals, that is what gets put out to the universe. There is so many people that are feeling hopeless. Gas prices, food prices, the war, the COVID thing still, everything that is, that we see on the news or that we feel, because we're all empaths. And so we're feeling all of this stuff. But what I know is that if we can just bring ourselves to sit in the light and pour that light within and without, we are feeding the collective hope. So for those who are feeling hopeless, just fake it till you make it. Go into meditation. Listen to some of our meditations that we've done here with the Food Healing Oracle deck. They are on our website and easy to access. And just see if you can bring some clarity and some fuelings of hope into your being, so that way you can put that out to the collective. It's really interesting that when we're not feeling hopeful, right? How just using our imagination, acting as if, can actually shift. And Denise Flood is here, and she knows everything about shifting your vibration and frequency with her tapping techniques and her oils. So we're so glad you're here, Denise. If you have any hopeful suggestions for all who are watching, just let us know. And you, Lainey, what is
I'm
happening?
putting the link to our show because of Facebook. I don't know why it's not here. So I'm gonna just put this. Here's the link to our live show instead of just our YouTube channel. This is actually our link now of the show, and hopefully that'll bring people over. It's just a little confusing tonight.
Yeah.
It's uh, it's a little cilantro.
We have cilantro in the house. Denise says, yes, connecting with this community is a ray of hope. Well, thank you so much for that, Denise. We hope that it's a ray of hope. We hope we hope for hope and hopefulness.
Well,
Like I said,
something just came to me, and I think this is something to consider, is that when you are feeling hopeless or you are feeling heaviness, um, to ask yourself, because it reminded me of something, when Denise who taps, when you feeling the density, like today feels very heavy for me.
mhm,
And it is to question yourself, is it mine or is it the collective's?
right.
Because very often as empaths, we take on the weight of the world. I know I do. I take on the fact that, an ant got squashed or, a bug, everything from tiny to large. I mean, just I saw a picture of, the Ukrainians, fleeing with their pets, like,
Mhm.
took me out.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just weeping for like hours today.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So I
almost,
do feel that. So
yeah.
that's an important thing to know about, don't you
Mm.
think?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I can't watch the images. I'm so much of an empath and I feel it so in my body that I read about it and I know what's going on, or as much as it's possible to really know what's going on. But it is something that those images can just take me out of my, whatever light I'm trying to hold on to can take me out of that place of being that. But what you said is asking that inquiry question. And then, as one of my teachers told me, one of my sound healers said, whether the answer is yes, it's yours, or yes, it is the collective, and no, it's not yours, still the solution is to get into that place where you can actually lift that heaviness. Tapping is a good place, like I have the peace and calming essential oil, and I've been using that a lot. In fact, I'm probably going to have to order more because I'm like bathing in that stuff. There are tools that we have. Sound is a wonderful tool, right? Sound is that tool that, I've been drumming more. It's like, because anything to move the energy, lift the vibration, light the sage, smudge your house, open the windows, walk outside. These are all tools. It's, it, it is not that something that shifts instantly, but it reminds us that we're just not having this human experience of chaos, that we are spiritual beings that can lift ourselves up and rise above when we tap into the ethers, right? And we tap into that cosmic divine intelligence that tells us that most of this is just illusion. And so it doesn't feel like illusion, but in the
But it
spiritual
feels
world,
it feels like suppression. It feels like
oh,
there's a
absolutely.
suppression. It's almost like it feels like, and that isn't just me, and whoever's here can comment too, but it feels like the laws of the universe aren't working. Like there's like a blanket, a moratorium or something,
Yeah.
and
Somebody put a
half,
lid on the pot, like somebody put a lid
yeah.
on the candle and snuffed it out or something. I know, which is why we decided to do this show on hope, because if we're feeling this, then we know that a lot of other people are feeling this, right? And I don't think anybody's immune at this point in time. People feel there's a lot of scared energy going on, fear energy, right? And how do you feel hope in the midst of every message that's coming for you from the world is saying to be in fear, right? So here you go. But
Well,
we
I'm
at
gonna
the
just
Food
draw a
Healing
card.
Oracle deck, we
What's
know
that?
what we can do, right? There are things we can do.
Well, what I thought we can do is look at our chakra system, and maybe we can just pull cards about what our chakras are telling us, or what the Food
Mhm.
Healing Oracle deck is telling us about
Mhm.
how to align hope in the body. How do you feel about that?
I like that.
Yeah, we just go through all the chakras and we see what do we need to know so we can kind of leave with a recipe for hope after this is done. And that's it. We do the 7, see how that resonates for whoever's here or whoever may watch this later. I guess you could let us know. But we align ourselves using the Food Healing Oracle deck so we can maintain a state of hope for ourselves. How's
Sounds
that?
good. Do you want
Yeah.
to pull the cards, or you want me to pull them, or how do you want
I'll pull the first one.
to?
And
Okay.
again, what is Denise saying? Grabbing my hope oil here for this chakra recipe.
All right, Denise.
Well, I just wanted a segue before we begin, because I feel like maybe to call in a prayer too. But uh, Denise, I know she went to go get her oil. I uh, have been listening to our future meditation over and over and over. I mean, I guess I can share it here, but the next meditation is called Believe, and I
Powerful.
played it. I recited it for Joanna the other day.
Powerful.
I'm telling you, that
Made
has
me
been.
cry. It made me cry. It's so powerful. It's so, it just evokes all of those feelings, of of what is our belief? When do we lose our belief, right? In hope, in faith, in generosity, in the universe giving us what we're putting out. Like it's that
You think there's a
meditation.
difference between hope and believe?
Um, I think they're sisters, you know, believe and hope, because when we allow that energy in to have hope, we have to believe that energy is true, right? So, but I think that we can believe all kinds of things that are uplifting and hopeful. And I think that's the way that we have to go through. We have to have that belief that better days are coming, that things are going to turn around, that anything can happen in an instant to bring us everything that we've been asking for. And so that is
Oh, you were
part of what your
listening to it. You really, I'm like, you were really listening.
I did listen to it
I
because
know.
it was
Denise
so
is saying,
impactful to me.
she says to her, she describes it as a plea, a cry, and a prayer.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, something very strong came in there, but I have been listening to it over and over and
Oh
over. I
yeah.
can't wait till Howard
I
composes
can't
to it.
wait either, because I want to I can only go by my memory, because you read it to me. So I can only go by what I remember that you said. So yeah.
Well, I needed that for myself because it's just, wow. I mean, we thought COVID was heavy, and it is heavy, and it was heavy, and it is
Yeah.
heavy, but just everything on top of each other.
It's like it's been 2 years, Lainey. It's not just yesterday, or it's not just last month. It's been, it's just been a long struggle for the people of the world, for the planet, right? In all ways, whether it's politics, or, the people can't find rental homes, people can't find homes to buy. It's everything. It's every area of life seems to be of a challenge. And this isn't to not give people hope, because we have to look at, not only look back at our history and to see how many things that the people of the world have overcome throughout our history, right? Brighter days are coming, but, I have, I have, the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, I have friends that I've had for a long time losing their children to addiction. And I read this stuff and I'm just devastated by it, because so it's not just in one area. We've lost people, and so, when we're looking to see hope, we hope that that the world is going to evolve to the point in its consciousness where we see the reason for all of this. And if the reason for all of this is for us to wake up to the places where we've been asleep, then I guess that's what has to happen. But man, it feels messy.
Yes, and if you take everything you just said and then bring it back to the Food Healing Oracle deck, this is the time to use the deck more because as we've always maintained, this isn't just about what we eat, but when we are feeling hopeless, our food choices go awry, and our deck is so good at addressing the mental health side of things, the EMPS wellness, the emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health wellness inside our bodies. So the deck can help with that. So let's jump into showing how
Let's
we
jump in.
to do that. So all right, so let me just center us for a second, and everyone take a nice breath. Exhale any worries, concerns, feelings of hopelessness, and breathe in the possibilities and the allowance, and to allow hope to take form, take shape, and embody us completely with the light of spirit or God or your higher power or uh, Holy Spirit, whomever you seek for your strength and well being. And we'll call in that light of the Holy Spirit to surround, protect us, and unfold all that is for our knowledge at this moment to share as one, share in this collective, sharing and clearing anything that no longer serves us, our highest good, and the world at large. We send love and light and allow the guides of the Food Healing Oracle deck to be present and provide us the wisdom and knowledge that will further infuse ourselves with hope and remove any despair and allow those universal laws to kick in full force and provide the hope we need for ourselves, for our family, and for the planet. So it is.
And so it is. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. All right. I will start. Okay. So, the intention of this 7 chakra spread is to look at how we can bring hope to our body and what our root chakra is asking of us now to feel more rooted, to feel more grounded, to feel more in control
And connected.
and connected is elderberry immunity.
Mm.
So this to me is a direct hit in terms of what we said earlier is first ask, is this mine or is this the collective? And learn to understand the difference so you can be immune and not and be more of like protecting yourself with a conscious layer and be a conscious observer rather than take it on and then embody it as yours. So
Right.
when I see elderberry, which I think is sometimes tricky, but I kind of look at that right now as like a blob, like of hopelessness. But there's also that's such a healthy berry for our bodies.
Mhm.
But it's talking
And
about
look at
being
the light behind it with the
it,
green and the heart energy. I mean, we got to look at the image deeper because there is the blue of the heart chakra, the green of, I mean, the green of the heart chakra, the blue of the throat chakra. And we know how important it is to, build up our immunity. That's why I think that I don't watch the images because that's part of me building my immunity to what's happening in the
but they're
world.
everywhere. I mean, it's just
I
like
know.
here I am just trying to scroll through and check a few things,
I
and then
know.
they're just there. It's just very, very difficult. It makes you want to not be on social media, but it's hard when you use social media for your business. So it's
I
a
know.
balance. But immunity is telling me like I am I am strong on my foundation. I'm immune to anything that would directly disconnect my relationship with spirit. And anything that doesn't serve my collective, I'm going to be immune to it. It is not my story, and I'm not allowing it to take hold on me. It's not my foundation. So I'm
Right.
seeing this as being immune to things that don't serve and only being in alignment with that which is for us is that belief and trust that spirit does have a plan for us.
I love that. So root chakra, immunity. You want me to do the sacral? Or do
Sure.
you want to do?
You can do sacral.
Well, this is perfect for the sacral chakra. We have inspiration, red bell peppers, and oh, it matches my shirt too.
Good.
um, you know, Sacral chakra is our creative center, right? It's procreation, it's creativity, it's all of that wonderful juiciness. And we need to look for inspiration in different places now than we used to, I think, right? Inspiration isn't going to come from the world. It's going to come from our our wisdom that we've gathered through the years, through ancient wisdom of our ancestors, to be inspired by their struggles and how they got through, right? So the sacral chakra, and we have this, even though it's sacral, and I mean, red bell peppers come in all different colors, but we can see that this is an orangey red and it's vibrant, right? And we know about reds being fire element, and that is the element of the sacral chakra, right? It is that spark of life that we are looking to embody. And so, when we're doing a chakra meditation, it's really important to allow ourselves to not only see the color and the placement, but to actually imagine and envision the clockwise spin of opening and balancing those chakras. So activate your root chakra, build your immunity, and then activate the sacral chakra where you get your inspiration from. And so just see if you can, as we're even talking here or as you're listening, see if you can imagine and envision these chakras spinning clockwise as we're talking about each one, to open and to align. You got anything else
Beautiful.
to add on that?
No, that was great. So moving up the ladder, moving up the body, we have I'm going to just call it our gut, our solar plexus, uh, our area of feeling. It's our area of power too, and it's our area of. I feel like it's an area of choice uh, in this regard, and it's the color yellow. Okay, if you didn't know that. So what is our gut telling us? Okay, what is our solar plexus asking us in regards to hope?
Ah, that's that is a perfect card for the solar plexus. In fact, it is
Yeah.
in our book. It is a solar plexus fruit, right? Food.
Yeah. So what's great about this card is papaya is flow, and although it's orange, there is definitely some yellow there. But actually, on a physical side, this is for digestion. This is actually for the gut. This is where
Mhm.
it helps us assimilate and digest how we're feeling and digest things in terms of feeling hope and feeling hopeless, but it's finding situations that provide us the hope. So it's almost imaging what you'd like to see differently, what you'd like to replace imagery with, how you can envision uh, feeling better. What can you do? Like Joanna recited earlier, sound healing, smudging, incense. There's a million different ways. Today, I went on a walk and I just looked around and spoke to the trees. It's like invoking that feeling of confidence and knowing that I'm deeply connected and reconnecting, and that solar plexus calms down. So it's
Mhm.
staying in flow with
Yeah,
what you know that makes you feel better and keep going. Anything you
love
want to add
that.
to that?
No, that's absolutely perfect. I love it. And the fact that it's papaya, which is so great with the enzymes for digestion. I mean, it couldn't have been a better card.
Couldn't be a
Spirit,
better card for solar plexus.
that's right. Spirit always lets us know that it is present by when we pick these cards. There's no question, right? So, okay, so now I'm going to go to the heart chakra and see what we well, like I said, spirit's always around informing us. And the heart chakra, of course, the color is green of the heart. And we have sweet potato for comfort. And right now, I can't think of anything more hopeful than receiving some comfort, whether it's from the food that we eat, it's from the people in our circle and our relationships that offer us comfort, whether it's our animals that we love so much that comfort us. Wherever it is that you feel like you get your comfort, the heart is saying that you find that place of being comforted, right? In whatever way that works for you. And we all have different ways of being comforted, you know? I mean, it used to be for me, uh, peanut M&Ms. I have to admit that was my comfort food of choice. It has changed and shifted, thank God, because, that wasn't really the best thing for me to eat. But, today I did a lot of tomatoes, and last night I did a lot of tomatoes. I know tomatoes are action, but it's like I needed to have that energy in my body. So, but whether you're looking to comfort yourself with food, sweet potato is a wonderful, wonderful food to provide that comfort. Especially here in Florida, we've had some cooler days. So sometimes it's good to have those warm foods, right? But the heart knows what it wants. And right now it's a good thing. So find your comfort zone. It's okay. It's okay to lean in and find the place of comfort for yourself. It's not a weakness. It's actually a strength to do that.
I also want to just say on a natural end, sweet potatoes have a lot of B vitamins in them, and B vitamins help are like the stress
Stress.
hormones,
Mhm.
like they help with not so much the hormones, but they help with stress and
Right.
reducing stress. So there is some element to that too.
There you go.
All
Love it.
right. So I'm gonna I'll pull that card it later and lay it down, and I'll take a picture of all this. All right, so now we're at the throat chakra. Okay, so that's a blue color.
Which you're
Um,
wearing a beautiful blue magnitude tude right there.
yes, look at it. It's a one of a kind
I
geode.
love that. It's
Isn't that
gorgeous.
cool? Thank you.
Hmm.
And symbolically, I'm wearing it on the strength base.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect.
So, what our area? So we're at throat. So it's our area of communication. It's our area of speaking. It's everything that we want to say. We don't want to be blocked in this area. We need to express. We need
Hmm.
to sometimes feel into not letting things stack, not letting things bottle up. We need to get things out. However, we express it. Some people need to sing it out. Some people need to shout it out. Some people just need to talk it out. However, it is, the throat chakra is very important. When we're trying to find our way out, we need to look to our throat also, or from other people, listening and to other people speaking about ways to be supportive in this world on
Mm.
bringing hope into your life. I listen to Abraham Hicks a lot. I mean, I listen to a lot of people a lot, but I mean, sometimes I just put, something on. I'll just go on to YouTube, and I immediately hear them speaking, the collective energy, and to me, it's like yes, like I'm responding, like I resonate with that. But the card for the throat chakra is cinnamon, longevity.
Mm.
So to me, first off, cinnamon, I actually think this is about balance, even though we have a balance card called cucumbers. But I look to this as the fact that cinnamon is a blood sugar balancer. And when you focus on cinnamon, longevity for the long haul, the best way to stay healthy is to not suppress, as we talked about before, but to express. So, however that looks like to you, is to express your needs, express how you feel, and to really be seen and acknowledged, because that's really important too. When you feel like you're losing hope, when no one's listening to you and you need to be heard. So whether that's speaking to family, speaking to community, speaking to a congregation, it's finding the people to talk amongst yourself so you can stay in a high vibe tribe. Want to add
Love it.
anything?
Love it. Well, it's just the fact that our words matter, right? And people can remember your words for a very, very, very long time, even sometimes after you've passed. So, I think that it's important for us to be mindful that we're speaking words that will give people that sense of hope, that sense of belief. And I know you do that in everything that you speak, in all of your meditations that you've done and everything. I mean, you are my bright light. So
Well, thank you. I was thinking about, I was looking for sweet potato, of course, the very last card out of the 60.
of course.
Well, it's almost like people watch this show well past, maybe some come live, but a lot of people watch it later, and it could be weeks later. And then someone will say, I was watching the replay of whatever the show was, and what you said about this really impacted me. And so words do matter, and so did this show, because people watch this. The random messages, like I got some on LinkedIn, like people watch this show, and our words do matter. So we
Yeah.
are making an impact, even if it's just for ourselves. But I think there are more than us.
All right. So now we go to the brow, the third eye chakra. And I want to see what the Food Healing Oracle deck has for. Oh, yeah, and you just mentioned it, balance. So it's cucumbers for balance. And it is,
I don't mean to throw you off. I just saw that Denise wrote cinnamon is a warming spice too. So adding warmth to our
warmth.
words.
I love that. Yeah.
Perfect.
So why do we need balance in the third eye?
I did just
Right?
mention that.
So, sometimes we don't see clearly with the human eyes, right? So we need to bring in that connection to source and ask for the wisdom to see the truth, right? And when we are in that truth of what is real and what is unreal, what is illusion and what is just, what is really happening. It's really interesting to me that this card would come up for third eye, because there's a lot of misinformation, I think, being out there. And it's an inside job. Our truth is an inside job. We can't get the truth. We can't see past the illusion with this third dimensional incarnation that we're in. We have to go beyond that. And so to find the balance between what is truth and what is something that we're being told that we're supposed to just, buy into. So to have that balance, and the only way that I know is in meditation, and to really go within and do some journaling around maybe the feelings you're feeling don't have a basis in truth. Maybe they have a basis in that illusion. And so, but the heart knows, You know, cucumbers are green. The heart knows. These last three chakras, especially, or the last four chakras, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, they're so connected to source energy. And so just make sure that what you feel like you're knowing is coming from above rather than what's out there coming in. And that's what I
No,
get
that's
from.
great. Did you mention that third eye was indigo? I don't know if you did or not. No?
Oh no, I didn't. No, it's
Oh,
indigo.
yeah,
Yeah,
just so they
it's
don't get confused.
yeah. It's no, it's not green. The third
Yeah, yeah.
eye is that purple, beautiful purple blue color that uh, that really is our source for all things from the creator.
When people see our real-time wisdom logo, it's stacked rocks, and they are the last three chakras,
That's
which
right.
are the blues, the indigo, and the purple. If people ever caught that. And our final pull is the crown chakra, which is our connection, right, to source, just
Yeah.
straight up. Just it's this antenna of. It is funny. I did third eye on our
I
Gulf
know.
Coast chakras, and you did crown, and we've kind of flipped.
I was just thinking the same thing. You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm like, yeah,
Really?
this is opposite of what we did.
We do the opposite, right? Oh, and Denise is here, and Denise did sacral.
That's
Uh,
right.
Oh yeah, we got the whole reunion going here. But really our connection to source, our understanding that our bodies are just this container of our spirit, and our spirit is reconnecting with our divine committee, our community, our legion of angels and archangels and spirit and whomever you call it, however you call it. And so what is the greatest message is the overall lying over overwhelming theme of the chakras in the reading. You can't make this stuff up.
Oh, wow. You
It's either
can't
going to be
make it
this or
up.
pomegranate, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, so this is our figs, our meditation card, and Joanna mentioned it earlier. The greatest way to connect into your hope is meditation, is to go inside, the inside job, and to connect your source with the higher source, with your power, with the source that's already in, because the answers are already here. It may take a minute, but keep going because
Mhm.
that is kind of like when you think I we always love this card because it looks like an amethyst geode. But
Yeah.
crystals are so multifaceted, right? Like diamonds, there's just every way you look and shine it in the light, there's a new perspective. And that's what you're asked to do is to take some quiet time and find the new perspective and open up that crown chakra and allow that information to come in. Boom, down through the third eye, down through the throat, heart, solar, sacral, and root.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh yeah. So
Once
so it
again,
is.
the food healing oracle deck gives us the path of gives us the path forward, right?
Yeah, and some of that food is inspiring me to maybe eat some of it, but I really like this. I'm going to post this picture of it. So before we sign off, I know we have a few more minutes. Denise, if you're still here, do you want us to pull a card for you? Anything that we can do to support you in terms of anything personally or any comments on the group reading we just did? All right, cool. I took a picture of that. It's not exactly in a row, but get the idea.
Yeah.
Um, and if she's not here, we can just move into announcements. But I just wanted to offer that to her. If she was here, if she had any particular question we wanted to pull. So, do you
Mm,
feel more hopeful?
I do. She would love a card from the universe, she says.
Okay.
You want
You
to
want
pull
to?
that? Oh, no, I got it because look what you got, Denise. Talk about a card from the universe. You got pomegranate spirit. We were just talking about this card or the fig card for meditation, and you get the spirit card. And of course, Denise Flood is so connected to spirit. I mean, I can't even look at her face without seeing this glow of spirit around her. So here you go, right? Denise, you are consistent and constantly, confidently uh, connected to spirit. How spot on and insightful each pull. It's so true, right? So true.
Well, and just to add to that, she got the spirit card, is that she does offer hope to everyone.
Yeah.
And all of her work, her clients, her Facebook lives. She can do Facebook lives. I don't know why we can't, but or at least at the moment, she provides that hope for people.
Mm,
And she's got an oil for those things. She's just got so many resources. Like she is a seeker of hope for all.
mhm.
So
When I
we
grow
love.
up, I want to be Denise Flood.
I know. I second that. Of course, she gets the spirit card.
Of
Go,
course
Denise.
she does, right?
All
So,
right. Well, a couple of announcements before we log off here. This Saturday is our Archangels class, and that is
mhm,
eating healthy according to the angels. It's going to actually be a live class here on Pine Island, Florida, but we're willing to all kind of do a hybrid as well if people want to take it from the comfort of their home, and we can set up our laptop and kind of zoom in, and that you would have to, if you do want to take it, order in advance. So just hop on over to foodhealingdeck.com and get your ticket for it. And we'd love to have you. It's one of our most popular classes, and it's very enlightening to see that there is actually, again, just like there is with Mother Nature, purpose to our foods, to the colors of the foods, as to when we eat them, how we eat them, why we eat them. And the angels have a little bit of a guide for us. So it's a really, really amazing class.
mhm. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. April 9th will be an amazing summit. And do you want to talk about that? Or you
Well,
want?
it's at the Collaboratory, I believe.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember all the details, but it's April 9th, and it is
If
a
I could pull it up. Yeah.
symposium. Yeah, it's about raising the vibration. And I should have pulled it up beforehand. I forgot the title of it. But
Yeah, I'm pulling it up as we speak.
I do know that it is going to be a very high vibrational, hopeful, inspiring, just full of knowledge and wisdom. Will be there with the Food Healing Oracle deck, and there's going to be other presenters there presenting their wisdom and knowledge. And it is just going to be a wonderful. That is with Kristen Collins.
Find it
Be
within
love.
yourself summit 2.0. Raise your vibe. Saturday, April 9th, 9 to 4. Early bird discount before March 9th. Okay, so that's over. So
Right.
now the tickets are virtually $199, general admission $399, and there are going to be 4 different speakers speaking, in addition to Kristen Collin, who is a interconnected well-being advocate.
There you go. It's going to
Yeah.
be awesome. It's going to be a high vibe day. So look into that if that's something that your soul speaks to. And yeah. So I think we
Well,
have
then
the
lastly,
link
we have
to the Food Healing Oracle deck on our page as well.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the last, well, not the last, or save the best for last, I don't know. But our actually our first, we've done many of them, but our actual first live and in person Food Healing Oracle Deck certification program, our 2-day immersion, will be April 29th and 30th here in Cape Coral, Florida, as well as offering again. If you need the virtual experience, we'll do a hybrid as well for that. So always an amazing experience. The people who show up, the conversations had, the epiphanies that happen. It's
Hmm.
such a healing 2 days. It's just something that everyone should experience because we always say you'll never look at food the same way again after that class.
That's right, for sure. And then we
Yeah.
have added on a special 1 day event right after the 2 day certification, which is our ISS, our International Smoothie Symposium.
You know what? I do
Intentional,
that. I know.
intentional.
I do that every time.
I know.
It's intentional
It's intentionally
because we're going
international.
international with it.
I'm intending that it's going international. That's what it is. It's the
And so it
Intentional
will.
Smoothie Symposium. Sorry.
Yes, so that is a full day. I know Denise will be there, of smoothies and healings and recipe creating and invoking affirmations and
Mhm.
oh, it's just I don't even know. I'm so hopeful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
And
so
just bring your
excited for
bathing
it.
suits. There's a pool. We're gonna have some partying. We're gonna be drinking smoothies and high vibing and jumping in the pool and just having a grand time.
I love it. Oh yeah, that's a perfect pool party.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, that is Sunday, May 1st, and you are welcome to come. That is a live event, so that one is not going to be hybrid.
No,
So try to join us if you can, if you're in the Southwest Florida area, or come on down or drive on down, however you get here. That's going to be a hoot. That's all the news that's fit to print for the moment.
that's right. That
I
is
can,
right. I like the
I
way you
will
said that.
announce, huh?
That's fit to print.
I will announce next Monday we have I never get his last name. Spruill. He is the head honcho at Cherry Blossom Hemp and Cherry Blossom CBD, and he is an extraordinary wealth of knowledge about. First, he was a chef. Now he runs this amazing company, one of my favorite brands for CBD gummies, for all things hemp, help with hemp. And he's going to be talking about infusions and food and health and wellness. He knows so much that it's
Mm,
going to be a great conversation. We maybe talk a little cannabis too, but I know we'll definitely be talking CBD and hemp. And uh, I'm so thrilled. He's a fan of our deck. I'm a fan of his products. So lots of good conversation will be next Monday. So it's either going to be on YouTube. Well, always will be on YouTube, and it may be on Facebook, depending on if we've been, if whatever, if we'll be
if
allowed.
Facebook gets past its little snit, I don't know.
I don't know what's up, but in any case, you'll just keep an eye out. We always, the good thing about being on YouTube is that you get a notification saying we are live, join
Right.
us, you get that information. But in any case, join us next Monday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Thank you for being here. Blessings. Please let us know if anything that you learned tonight has brought you more hope or more well-being or feeling better about yourself, and
Yeah.
we're wishing you that that is exactly what has happened. So
Right.
thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. Be hopeful.